Good afternoon, Fountain of Life. Hey, I see that you found this new recording. I told you that I'm going to be trying every bit of technology that I have access to for getting the message out to you about identity and its importance. As you heard in Sunday service today, or you might have seen on the Facebook page or on our web page, I'm preaching a series called Identity Theft because I believe that we've been created in God's likeness and image, and the things that have happened to us in our lives have caused us to forget how God really sees us. So just to recap a few key points from today's sermon, identity is different than image. Image is what you what you wear, how you dress, how you carry yourself to help people to think about who you are and how they should discern you. But identity is much deeper than that. It means that you're drawing a sense of purpose and value and worth from something really deep within. Often in the Christian faith, we try to determine our identity by just changing things that are really related to our image. And so I encourage people today, understand what God sees when God sees you. God told Jeremiah in chapter 1, verse 5, before I put you in your mother's womb, I had a vision for you concerning you, what I wanted you to do and what I wanted you to become. Many of us are living off of an image that we're projecting into the screen of our lives that's been put upon us because of how people have treated us, mistreated us, misunderstood us, abused us, taken advantage of us. None of that, none of that, none of that negates the fact that you are fearfully and wonderfully made and that God designed you with something tremendous in mind. The enemy doesn't have a right to try to tell you who you are because the enemy has fallen away from God and does not have a pipeline to God with heavenly information concerning you. So the enemy is just basing his lies about you upon what he wants you to think about yourself. So I want you to really understand that identity is something that is God-given and God-inspired. And if you just keep checking back with our Facebook page, you'll see a link to today's sermon. Until we get it up on our website, you'll be able to link up with YouTube where you can actually hear an audio of today's sermon called The Plan, where I talked about what God wanted to do right from the beginning. A few fasting guidelines that I want you to consider as you're going through this fast. One, it's important to get plenty of water whenever you're fasting. Two, make sure that you're very careful as you follow the guidelines. If you have health issues, dietary needs, if you're pregnant, if you have illnesses, you need to really make sure that your doctor, your dietitian, or someone okays you for a fast. Because there are other things that you can fast besides food. We don't want anyone getting sick while doing this October fast. The other thing is it's important to get out and exercise so that you can just keep the blood pumping well. You've got the fluids in you, and it just helps you to be healthier. The last thing, and this is for those of you that are here in Madison, remember that we have a prayer room. Again, you can go to fol.org to our website so that you can click a button that will show you the prayer listing. You can actually reserve a 1-hour slot for you and your family members to go in and pray. But let's make sure that this fast is not just about avoiding certain foods. It really is about prayer as well. Jesus told us that certain things wouldn't happen in our lives unless we fasted and we prayed. So we're off to October fast. I'm excited. Some great things are taking place, and I'm trusting that God is going to show you who you are. Next week, Minister Laleda is going to be preaching about living under an assumed identity. So I want you to make sure that you hear everything God has to tell us about identity, because we believe that you have been called and handpicked by God and designed to change the world. You're part of a big plan that you haven't fully realized. We want you to realize that. So come back to the Facebook page this week, although I know it's the media fast. You can come here because we're going to be uploading things that have to do with prayer and growth and fasting. But allow God to really minister to your heart today. Journal, listen, take notes, get with people who can encourage you in God's plan for your life. Identity is important, and we want to make sure you get everything God has for you by being every bit of the person God's designed you to be. God bless you. Have a great week. Happy October fast.